So I was in a room that was about the size of this room, and it's me and one individual. And he had asked me to be on his podcast. It's called The Closer Club. Some of you guys may have seen that. And he had heard that I had sold a lot of properties, and he wanted to have a conversation about it. A little fireside chat. So I was like, sure, why not? And it's just me and him and a camera on a tripod. And he's like, are you ready? I'm like, for what? He's like, I'm about to go live. And I'm like, go fucking head. So he pushes the button, goes live, and we proceed to have a 45-minute to an hour conversation. He asks me some questions, I answer. Then that's it. It concludes, he shakes my hand, I say, thanks for the opportunity, he says, thanks, and he leaves. And I think nothing of it. I just go about my business about listing and selling property. And 7 days later, I find out that 4,000 people had watched that live stream and podcast. And in 1 week, 5 agents from California to New York called me and wanted to give me money. And I said, I was forever changed at that moment. Because you see, up until that point, I literally thought social media was for my wife to post pictures of our kids and food on vacation. Stop doing that, by the way, because nobody gives a shit what you're eating, okay? That's what I thought. So I became obsessed. And over the last 2 years, I have read a lot of books, and I paid someone $25,000 for a year's worth of coaching. He makes $1 million a month on social media. You think he knows what he's doing? Yep. And I no longer am unclear about what the platforms are for and or how to use them. I no longer worry about what to post or when to post it. And I've utilized this mechanism, this attraction mechanism, to build a 7-figure business. And I believe that everybody in this room, right, with the right mental maps, the right approaches, the right knowledge, can accomplish anything that I've done utilizing social media, if not more, okay? As Dan mentioned, I've spent the last 17 years of my career, sold 2,000 homes, have a coaching company with 100 coaching clients, and I've recruited 146 agents in 13 months. Yes, team. And social media has been part of the mechanism that has allowed me to accomplish that. So what we're going to do for the next 30 to 45 minutes is I'm going to share with you, you don't have to go hire that coach for $25,000. I'll share with you some of the things that I've learned that have helped me substantially, so that way you guys can be equipped and you can take it into your business so you can get more business. Who's up for more business? Say aye. Remember, high energy equals high? Okay, I'm just checking. There's some key things I want you to, mental maps, ways of thinking that we need to address. So attention equals currency. So when I say the word currency, what pops into your head?
Money.
So let's say that again, but then use a different word. Attention equals?
Currency.
Or?
Money.
So let's say it that way. Attention equals?
Money.
So if you're telling me you don't want attention, you don't want?
Money.
How interesting. How many of you guys are like, oh, no, don't put me on camera. Oh, no, my hair's not good, my makeup's not good. Oh, no, my man bun's not right. Oh, no, I don't do that shit. You know what you're telling me? I don't want any? Money. Attention equals currency. Okay? We are living in a time where attention is more valuable than money. You guys are watching Kim Kardashian. Her company's worth $4 billion. She took attention and then sold Skims. You've watched the Logan brothers, right? Take attention and turn it into $100 million fights. And Prime, which is going to be $1 billion fucking company. Attention equals what? Money. So then therefore I would want to get more. See, while you guys are like, no, I'm like, bring on all the fucking attention. Because I understand what it equals. Make sense? Frequency equals familiarity. What do you think I mean by that?
The more people see you, the more they think they know you.
The more people see you, the more familiar they become with you. Guys, your problem, I want you to write this down. The more people that can see you at one time, the more money you'll make. The more people that can see you at one time, the more money you'll make. We now have 250,000 views per month on different channels, me personally. That means your boy's making a lot of what? Money! Frequency equals familiarity. Now, I'm wondering, how many people are connected with me on social in any capacity? Look at the fucking room. Look around. Can you go a day without seeing me?
No.
Every time you open up your app, who do you see? You. So anytime you're going to think about coaching or EXP, what are you going to think about? Me. Frequency equals familiarity. Does that make sense? I don't know if you know this. Google has done studies. You touch your phone 150 times a day, on average. Look, she's like, that's fucking terrible. That's the way it is, guys. You touch it to check your calendar. You touch it to check the time. You touch it to check a text. You touch it to Google something, right? My kids now, we get into debates. He's like, this is the way I think it is. I'm like, no, it's not. He's like, fucking Google it. Right? 150 times a day. And of those 150 times, maybe 4 or 5 times, you're checking profiles. So if you're on your profile, let's say 15 minutes at a time, which I'm being generous, by the way. It's probably more than that. But let's say 15 minutes at a time. So cumulatively, maybe 45 minutes to an hour you're on our profiles. What would increase the probability that you'd see me? Frequency. I post 4 times a day on all channels. You can't not see me.
No.
Okay? I had a coaching client recently. She's like, bro, you popped into my head the other day. You're like in my brain. I want that, by the way. Because is it exceptionally helpful? There are people in this room that I've never met you, right? In person? Have I met you in person?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't remember. But if I met you in person, do you feel like you know me because of what you've seen on social?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what that's called? A parasocial relationship. So you guys maybe have experienced this, but back in the day. So like, do you remember? Yeah, she's like, parasocial relationship, huh? So who has a favorite actor, actress, or musician? And you like obsessed over them. You watched all their stuff, right? Watched all their stuff. Do you feel like you know them? Yeah, and something happens to them, you're like, oh, it's so terrible. You're like, bro, you don't even fucking know them. Why? Because you've created a parasocial relationship with them. They feel like they know you already. Now, I'm curious, if you're selling anything, is it exceptionally helpful that somebody knows you before you know them? 100%. Because they get to decide if they like you and trust you before they step into your physical presence. Is this making sense? Say aye.
Aye.
Remember, high energy equals what?
High income.
Okay, this is $1 million worth of game right here, guys. So these platforms, what are they actually for? Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. So I'm curious as to what your general perception is. There's no judgment. I'm not going to shit on you. I'm not going to get angry at you. I want to hear what you think. What do you think Instagram is for?
To look cute. Entertainment.
Cool. Look cute.
Advertise.
Advertise.
Entertainment.
Entertainment. Entertainment.
It's like the new TV.
TV.
Doing business.
Doing business.
Filters.
Filters. Haha. So this is very interesting. Do you see? Guys, you need an accurate assessment of reality in order to produce a good outcome. I have to see what something is, and then I can make decisions in accordance with it. Now, I'm curious, what do you think TikTok is for?
Funny videos.
Funny videos? What else?
Education.
Education? What else?
Young kids.
She's like, I don't even know what fucking TikTok is.
Young kids.
Young, okay, there's a prejudice there of age that it's for younger people. By the way, let me see a show of hands. How many people are on TikTok? I don't think these people are young for the most part. So there's, yeah. Hey, she's like, oh my God. How dare you? No. Good. Now, what do you think YouTube's for? How to, education, search engine. Okay, interesting. It is actually the second largest search engine in the world. First largest is Google, and Google owns YouTube. So, we have to understand the difference between short form and long form content. Because the two that I'd mentioned to you, Instagram and TikTok, what's up, brother? Instagram and TikTok, what type of content is that? Short form or long form? Short. And there is a life cycle of attention. Okay, let me prove my point. How many people initially were introduced to me in short form content, Reels or TikTok? Show of hands. Okay. Then if you were introduced initially on Reels or TikTok, did you end up going to YouTube to watch a longer form video? Podcast? here's what's interesting. You have to create an ecosystem of attention, because the way that the ecosystem works is you go from short to medium to long. Once you get to long and you start to consume me more, we're going to do business together. If you watch 15 hours of my content, you're buying something from me. Does this make sense? So we have to create an ecosystem of attention that goes from short to medium to long. So what would be an example of a short form video that we could be doing? Short.
A reel?
A reel or TikTok. Right. And I promise you it's not, here are the 5 things to look at for our home inspection. That's boring as shit. Nobody's watching that except your mom. Stop it. It's dumb. Is that entertaining, by the way? No, you're like fucking, get the fuck out of here. Or you're in the car and you're like, hey guys, I'm here doing this. Who's watching that? Nobody. Who's that really for? Make me feel real important. You understand? And then medium form content. That's a video that's between 2 to 6 minutes long, maybe 8. And then long form is a podcast. I have to create an ecosystem so the consumer can go down the funnel, so to speak. Because once he got to the podcast and he consumed more and more and more, now he's an elite builder. Let's go, team. You see how that works? Yeah, so the goal is to get them to long form. So that would make, if I was to ask you, what's the best platform, not a trick question, genuine interest in your answer, best platform to build a brand? What's the answer?
YouTube.
Ah, interesting. I hear Instagram, YouTube. There's some Instagram. There's some conflicting thoughts here. What if I told you that the best platform to build a brand, period, end of story, no fucking even close, don't collect, $200, don't pass go, hands down, is YouTube? Now, why would YouTube be the best platform to build a brand, period, end of story? They're the only platform that does short form and long form. The only one. And you have built-in search, because who's their parent company? Google. Aha. You mean to tell me all you guys are spending all your time on Instagram and it's the wrong fucking place? How interesting. Short form content is day trading attention. You guys don't realize it, but there's a war that's constantly being waged on getting your attention. Okay? And short form content is just like, who's Aaron? Who is this person? Why would I even want to listen to him? Something pops up, you hear me talking at a thing like Mike Curse, I say something that's interesting, and you're like, oh, who's that guy? Right? But that's an invitation for you to follow. And then as you do, you start to consume more. And the goal is to get you to long form. Because once you get to long form, then we're probably going to be doing business. You got it. You see, you're learning, brother. That's what I'm talking about. You're learning. Okay? Now, what would be examples of this? So short form content, 60 seconds or less, it needs to be valuetainment. Now, when I say valuetainment, what do you think I mean by that? Okay, most of you guys have been doing this completely wrong because you're boring as shit. You're not entertaining. Right? You're in your office. Hi, guys, I want to tell you about this deal. That's fucking... It's not entertaining. Nobody's going to watch that. Right? So it needs to be, what? You feel attacked. She's like, right? It really is. Like my partner in EXP, Jose Morales. Jose has 111,000 followers on Instagram, 275,000 on TikTok. If you watch some of his videos, he's wearing like a hard hat. He has like props with fake money that he throws over his shoulders. Why? It's entertaining. He wears a fake mustache and shit and acts like he's one client and then the other person's like, mah, 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 right? Why? That's what? Entertaining. But why you guys don't want to be entertaining? I know why. Why do you think?
Self-conscious.
Self-conscious? You're afraid. What are you afraid of?
Some people are not that funny.
No, that's not true. I've hung out with you in a personal setting. You're funny. Why? What stops people? What are they afraid of?
Comments, judgment.
Comments. I'm going to read some mean comments, and you guys are going to laugh your ass off. Okay, I have a video that got 75,000 views, nothing but hate. All from people that live in their mom's basement and make no fucking money. But you guys let it stop you. You get one mean comment, you call your mom, oh my God, I can't believe they said that about me. It's not true. I swear it. I'm a good boy. Right? By the way, what am I doing right now? I'm being entertaining while I'm adding value. And it's being recorded so it can be
On the YouTube.
God damn it, guys. Do you see what's happening here?
So you can make money.
Because the more people that see me, the more.
Money.
That's what I'm talking about, team. Do you smell what I'm cooking? If you want to do these things about educating the consumers about what's going on, please be entertaining. Stop being fucking boring. Nobody's watching it. That's why you have 900 followers. And you keep posting the same shit over and over and over and over. Right? So an example of short form content is the Valuetainment. Medium content would be a property tour. You guys do property tours and you aren't in them? Do you know why? Because you're insecure about being on camera. That's fucking stupid.
Thank you.
Because you're missing out on an opportunity to get attention, which means you won't make any. Oh, do you see what's happening here? So a cool video that you can be in, and you have an editor, and they put little music to it, and it's entertaining. I have a coaching client in New Jersey. He's done this and gotten views on one video because it's him and his buddies, and they're like, oh, and the music's playing. It's like Drake in the background. They're like this, and they run through the house, and they throw the football around, and they play with the golf ball, and it's entertaining. You want to watch it. And then long form is a podcast, guys. Podcasting is fantastic for multiple reasons. One is you get to meet people that you would normally never meet. People think having a podcast is like a really big deal. It's super fucking easy. You have a Zoom, and you have a thing called Iris, and I say, hey, you want to be on my podcast? They say, sure. And then you just connect and you do it. But if I say, hey, do you want to be on my podcast? You're like, oh my God. Really? You want me to be on your podcast? Right? Instantaneously gives me cachet. You are on my stage. Not only that one long form piece of content, I can chop it up and I get short form from it. Do you understand? So this is how I can build an ecosystem of attention. I know you're just getting blown away here. Somebody get her like a fan or something. It's getting hot. All right, and we're paying attention to the wrong metrics, okay? You guys are all about likes and follows. Why do you think you're about likes and follows? Because you're insecure. Because you need external validation.
Because that's what we've been taught as well.
Yeah, well, you've taught to seek external validation from other people. That's why. You know what you should be tracking? Conversion, because conversion equals? Oh, you see? See, instead of being all like about somebody's got 1 million followers, you should pay attention to people like me or like Jose or other people that have 9, 10, 20, but make $1 million a year. That means they're converting at a high fucking level. Does that make sense? Oh, yeah. I'm paying attention to the wrong things. So track conversion. Now, Natalie, I'm gonna, because you're on social right now, so we can talk about it. So how many deals did you do last month from social media?
3.
3. Because a lot of people say, you can't do fucking deals for social media. It doesn't work. So those 3, they were individuals that you were in your COI? Were they people that you knew? Like, how did that work?
One is a friend of a friend.
Yep.
So, you know.
So the friend told, and then she followed you,
Yeah.
and then watched you,
Yeah.
and then called you.
Yeah.
Okay, who else?
Then the other one is a girl I met at the gym, and we exchanged Instagrams.
Oh, and then she followed you, and then she watched your content?
As soon as she followed me and watched my content, she's like, wow, you're legit. When I sure, but then I turned around and offered her value, told her about the Hometown Heroes program because she's a police officer, and converted her right.
Oh my God, social does equal money. And the third one?
From high school.
Oh!
I still.
And she was connected with you, watching you, da-da-da-da-da. When she thought about an agent, thought about you, called you, did a deal. So cumulatively, commissions, how much is that?
About 30.
You can say it louder.
Like 30.
I love it when we talk about money that gets slow. It's like 30,000. How much?
Like $30,000.
Say it louder.
$30,000.
That's what I'm talking about, team. That's what elite builders do. It's $30,000. Good for you. Congratulations. Way to be a rock star. And become more entertaining in some of those videos. So, no, it's good, right? So, but you see how it's working. My intention in pointing that out is to demonstrate to you this equals money. We don't think it does. And what happens is you become like your parents. So your parents were afraid of the internet. Oh, it's evil and it's bad. It's the devil. Anybody besides me afraid to put their credit card in at some point? I'm dating myself. I'm 42 years old. Anybody? Yeah? Do you even, bro, it's on your watch now. You're like, boop, like you don't even think about it. Everybody has your credit card. So we see this technology, and because we're scared and insecure, you know what we do? We shit on it. That's dumb. Stop doing that. Learn about it instead. Figure it out. Because I believe if you want to get paid in the future, you need to live in the future. So you need to create a brand around some skill you have with your name. By the way, what am I doing? Creating a brand with my skill, with my name. So that way when somebody speaks to ChatGPT 12 and says, you know, real estate coach, whatever, I'm going to show up. But if you're sticking to your guns and you have 800 followers, you don't even exist. Make sense?
Also, Aaron, can I say something?
You may say something. I will allow it.
So I know that he's talking about making sure that you're offering.
Louder.
I know that he's talking about making sure that you're offering like valuetainment and it's educational, but it's fun. But sometimes we put too much thought into what we're putting out and we never put out anything. Remember that my imperfect post is better than your never posted perfect post.
Exactly.
True.
100%. Love that. That's perfect. Yeah, because you need like 55 takes for one thing. Like, stop. You think everybody's watching. Nobody's watching.
Michael Jordan said you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
That's right. So, like, it's more about what's going on internally than it is externally. Because what I'm sharing with you is not rocket science. It comes from inside. It brings up all these levels of insecurity. I'm insecure about being on camera. Like, what if I say something stupid? Like, blah, 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 blah. You know, I purposely say wrong things in videos. Do you know why? Because people can't fucking resist a comment. And you know when they comment, what happens to the algorithm? Just say one wrong thing. They're like, oh, you're an asshole. You know what you're talking about. And you reply back like, nah, nah, nah. And it goes, see, I used to be afraid of that feedback. How many people besides me were afraid of that feedback? Yeah. You know what? I welcome it now. I can't wait. When I say something that's a little like going to rile people up, I'm like, let's get them riled up, bro. Because the more riled up you get, the more attention. Check this out. If you can get 50% of the population to hate your guts, you can become president of the United States. Is that accurate? Yeah. On both sides. I don't care who it is. Right? All right, so some pro tips is to get clear on who your avatar is. So what do you think I mean by avatar? That's an interesting word.
Persona.
Yeah, so the avatar represents the person who you're creating content for, because a lot of you guys hallucinate and think you're creating content for everybody. You're not. So if you go in, I can show you if you have a particular type of account. So if you go to Instagram and if you have a professional dashboard, you click on the professional dashboard, okay? When that comes up, go to see all. And then when that comes up, go to engagement. And I can see that my content is being consumed the most in New York, Los Angeles, and Plantation. Which makes sense because elite builders are coast to coast. I can also tell that the age ranges are 93% between the ages of 18 and 44. So am I creating content for everybody? No. I'm creating content for that age group. I can also see that 82% of people who watch my content are men. You know what's interesting? When I post pictures of my kids, the women go up.
The what?
The women, the amount of people that are watching. But I know, so here's what's interesting. My avatar is a man that is an agent that makes between $100 and $1 million a year and is between the ages of 18 and 44 years old. That's who I'm creating content for. Does that make sense?
It does.
You need to go in and see who's watching your content. That's who your avatar is. Now I can even dig down deeper. So watch. What is their psychographics? So for I'm going to use mine, but you can, just as a mechanism for you to think about yours. So males between the ages of 18 and 44, what are they motivated by? Significance, power, money, success. I'm clear on what motivates them, right? What are their online behaviors? What type of content are they watching when they're not watching mine? They're probably listening to Tate, Patrick Ben-David, right? They're probably Grant Cardone, right? Tony Robbins, like those are the people, Ryan Pineda, right? And then what are their offline behaviors? What are their hobbies? They probably like to go to the gym. They have some sport that they play, maybe. Do you see? They're probably into football, okay? And then, I didn't write it down here, but what brands are they into? Jordans, Rolex. I noticed you looking. BMW. You see what I'm saying? So now I know who my avatar is, and now I have all of these buckets that I can create content for. So if you notice, if you watch my content, there's buckets. Young men are also interested in financial freedom and independence, so they're interested in investing. So I create content about how to make money. I create content about investing. I create you see what I'm saying? Now I'm creating content specifically for the avatar, not for everybody. Is this making sense? So if you go through and you look who's consuming your content and who your main clients are. So David here is the king of commercial real estate. And if you look at the people that own commercial, they probably fit within a certain age bracket. I would propose, and this isn't sexist, this is true, they're probably predominantly men. And they also, and as such, now I can start to think about psychographics. What are they interested in at this stage in life? They might be interested in retiring. They might be interested in expanding their business. They might be, you see what I'm saying? And then what are their offline behaviors? What are their hobbies? And now where the magic happens is what they're interested in is what you're passionate about. Do you see?
And you're relatable.
And then you get to, over time, decide if you know me. What's up, brother? If you know me and like me and trust me. Is this clear? So let's say you do a lot of business in 55 and older communities. Who's your avatar? Between the ages of 55 and dead. But what are they interested in? Relaxing, traveling, golf, pickleball,
Hobbies.
right? Grandkids,
Yeah.
good restaurants that have coupons. Do you understand? So now I'm clear on who the avatar is. Now I can create content specifically for them. Okay, I have a client, Sonia, I'll answer your question in a second. Sonia, she does this well, and we were brainstorming this, where she's doing new construction in like Port St. Lucie, and the majority of people that are buying are coming from a specific area, but they all keep asking her the same questions. Where's the closest gym? Where's the best restaurants? I said, they're telling you what content to create. Hey guys, I'm here at this restaurant, and it's the best in Port St. Lucie. I'm going to give you 3 reasons why. Let's take a look. And then we hop in there. Number 1, and it's you eating. Mah. Number 2, me drinking. Mah. And 3, the service. La la la. If you're interested in moving to Port St. Lucie, DM me the word buy. Most of you guys do content. You have no call to action. There's no CTA. You're just like, hey, I'm here at my property. Yeah, see you later, guy. Bye. What are you doing? The purpose of social is to get people to what? Reach out. But you're not giving them any call to action. Yeah. This one is me saying, like, people ask me all the time, like, Aaron, how could you be everywhere all the time, all at once? Have you guys seen that one?
Yep.
Right. But then what do I say at the end? DM me the word social. But if you DM me the word social, what happens is you get a link to talk to my business partner, Esteban, because I own part of that company. Huh. Yay! That's called more money. And it's called it's called conversion. Not like, here's the home inspection, 5 ways, hope that helps, see you later, bye. Write this down. There's a company called ManyChat. ManyChat. What they will do is ManyChat. They will send automated responses with 4 key keywords. It's free. The first 4 are free. So if you say, DM me the word sell, they can get a link. Automatically, they'll get a link that'll take them to, let's say, a landing page where they can put in their information, and you get their contact information, and you can call them and try to convert them. You get 4 free words. I have the paid versions, you have unlimited, but like, so you can do that all the time. We have DM me the word role play, DM me the word join. You know, I did one post like, here's how I recruited 100 agents in 12 months. It's relationships plus value over time. If you're interested in having a confidential conversation, DM me the word join. And people DM you, then they get an automatic response, then they get taken to a landing page, and then they put in their information, and then my team calls them. Make sense? You still need a fan or something? I don't know. So, okay. Now, I'm sure you guys are used to coming to meetings if you haven't come to one of these meetings that are very boring. You want to fall asleep 5 minutes in. This is the good shit, not the bullshit. Okay? People who teach mindset do that because they can't teach tactics. So we're going to talk about tactics today, and we're going to talk about ways of thinking. I have the good fortune, I coach 100 agents throughout the country, 12 of which make over $1 million a year.